My name's Greg Harvey. I'm 23. I live in London in Wanstead.
When did you get your letter?
Mid-January, January 15th, 16th, something like that.
How did you feel when getting your letter?
Scared. I sort of went to my letterbox, pulled out a selection of letters and junk mail, and read the back of one of them, and it said, if undelivered, please return back to the Crown Court. I went, crap, what have I done? Oh no. And then went upstairs and opened it, and it was a jury summons. So I think I did what everyone in this situation does. I called my mum to ask what this is all about. I think with things like this, it's such an unknown part of modern day life that you don't really know what to expect, what it's going to be like. You only see what you see on BBC News and the telly and in films. You don't know what the real life version of events was. So when I sent my confirmation that I could attend, about a week later they sent a little pack of information. When I say little, I do mean little. There wasn't that much to it. There's a bit of, here's what's going to happen if you lose any money whilst you're on court, work not paying you. Here's some rough details on what to expect, but I mean there's enough there to make you at ease, but there wasn't enough there for that first moment you walk in and you're lost. You don't know who you should ask about certain things. You don't know when you should ask.
So, first day of jury duty. How'd it go?
First day was all right. There's a lot of formalities that come with a court, I think, because it's quite an old system. There's a lot of rules that have to be followed. There's a lot of waiting around that has to be followed. So it's not as exciting as the television looked, but it was all right. Yeah, it wasn't as daunting as I might think, or might have first thought.
How did you feel it went?
I thought it went all right. It's really hard to tell until you get sort of more into the cases, I think. On your first few days, you're just trying to catch wind of how everything works and trying to keep up and trying not to get in trouble and just be on time and be in the right places. So I think I did all right for now.
How is it like not being able to tell people what's happened?
That's the difficult part, because it's so exciting to so many people that everyone is coming up asking you questions. What did you do? What was it like? What case have you got? You can't say anything because it's just contempt of court and you'll get a £1,000 fine. But it's a weird feeling because you want to tell people because it's exciting, it's interesting, but you just can't. So yeah, it's odd, very odd.
Are you more prepared for the next day?
I think now that the first day is out of the way, settle into it a bit more. It's like any new thing. Whenever you do something new, you're scared at first. You don't know what's going on. You're just trying to get through and not look like an idiot. So I feel definitely more prepared.
So Greg, how did it go as a whole?
I think as a whole, it's a very interesting experience. It's sort of the one time in life that you're given a lot of power as an everyday person. So with that, you really want to pay attention. You want to be focused. You want to give everybody a fair case, a fair trial.
Was the letter you got on the first day of doing jury duty helpful during it, or?
The letter you get on the first day isn't that helpful, because all it is it's you being summoned to court, and all it really tells you is you're going to have to come to court. If you don't want to come to court, you're going to have to give us a good reason why, or when you can come to court. And it also says, don't worry, we'll pay you if not. It doesn't really tell you much about the process, how it's all going to work. I mean, the letters they send you once you've confirmed, they help a little bit more. They tell you a bit about how the process is going to work, but until you're there doing it, or until you speak to people who've also done it, you don't really get what it's like. It doesn't really tell you that you're going to be sat around waiting for long periods of time. It doesn't tell you that you're going to be sent in and out of court all the time because you've got to wait for the lawyers to argue over legal matters, or witnesses don't turn up, or they start getting aggressive, so everyone has to go away and calm down. So it doesn't tell you everything, but then again, a letter can't tell you everything. It can only quiet down a few of your concerns.
Would you do it again if they asked you to?
I think I would, just because I feel like me and the other jurors did a fair job. We were very objective. Because you can get quite emotional into these cases. You spend a week with these people you've never heard of, learning about their lives, learning about their problems, learning about how they've got into this trouble, sort of thing. And you do feel a bit sorry for them, and you feel a bit empathetic for them. So I think we did quite well in being able to take a step back and look at it as a neutral sort of party. And I can see why they do use juries of 12 random people who all have different walks of life, different insights and learnings to bring to the table and bring their judgment with it. So, yeah.